What up, world? It's your boy J Star back again with the Week 11 final look slate here, man. We're gonna get into this one really quick, man. You already know how we do this. Getting right into the injury report. Let's go real quick here. So, looking like from the first. Wait, what game we got first here? Okay. So from the Cardinals game, looks like we got Joey Blunt is gonna be out at safety, but believe that doesn't really matter. He's just a backup safety there. Dermacado's still out. Um, Defensive end is going to be out for them, and that's about it. We move on to the Texas side of things. Just got a safety going to be out there for them. Um, Also, linebacker is going to be out for them too as well. So that probably would do well for McBride there. And it looks like another linebacker is still going to be out. Yeah, so that's why they've been having super troubles sticking the tight end lately for the Texans there. So yeah, definitely, McBride going to be good play there. Also, Jimmy Ward is going to be out at safety too, which is also for a good use for McBride too there again. So then after that, it looks like we got the Titans and the Jaguars here. Titans have Sean Murphy-Bunting is still out. So that's going to be good for the wide out receivers there for the Jaguars. And it looks like we got Treylon Burks is still out. Andre Dillard is going to be out at tackle. And that's about it from them. Jaguars, we got Agnew's out. Tyson Campbell, cornerback, is going to be out. And then we can move on from them. Looks like for the Bears game, it looks like just Sewell is out for linebacker the Bears. And then Lions, looks like a defensive tackle is going to be out. A guard is still out. That's about it from them. From the Raiders game, looks like they're completely healthy for the Raiders. And the Dolphins, looks like Robert Hunt, which is their starting guard, is out. And then it looks like another guard is going to be out, Robert Jones. For the Miami Dolphins there. For the Cowboys game, looks like we got no injuries to report other than, of course, Leighton Vander Esch was this might be out for the season from what I saw. So I wonder if they're going to struggle a little bit in that linebacker area without him. But on the other side, for the Panthers here, we got, who was that was out here? Because this is big over here. Marquise Haynes is out at linebacker. C.J. Henderson is out at cornerback. So it's going to be pretty big for out of, C.D. Lamb, or could be Cooks. J.C. Horn is still out. And then Hayden Hurst is out. So wonder if Trimble is going to get, some targets, because we've seen him get some touchdowns. So it could be a cheap tight end option if you want to take there. For the Chargers game here, looks like we got Everett is going to be out, and JT Wood is out at safety. And then it looks like Rudy Ford at safety for the Packers is going to be doubtful. I think that means he's out. Jair is questionable, so I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know if he's going to end up playing or not. And it looks like that's about it. Moving on, we got the Steelers game here. Montravius Adams, okay, defensive tackle is going to be out. Minka Fitzpatrick is out here, so that's pretty big. Of course, Keanu Neal is out. Both of their top safeties is out, so some deep shots could be taken here. I just don't know with PJ Walker how much we get out of that. And then I would say, maybe like a Njoku that benefits from something like that. The Brown side of things, Marquise Goodwin is out, and then it looks like, okay, we got Juan Thornhill at safety is going to be out. And then the Giants game here, we got Adoree Jackson is out, which is huge. Evan Neal is out at tackle, and that's about it. Commanders, let's see what we got here. Fullback is going to be out. And then at hamstring for, who's this? Defensive end is going to be out. Okay. Doubtful for Antonio Gibson. Oh, wow. So it's going to be big for Brian Robinson. Yeah, wow. That's going to be huge for him. Already was a good matchup anyways. And then Buccaneers and 49ers game, we got, let's see, out for Ryan Neal at safety. So that's the Buccaneers. Okay. And then we got 49ers. We got Aaron Banks out at guard. And then who else is this? Another guard is going to be out too, Nick. And that's about it from them. The Jets game, we got DeJuan Brown is out at tackle, linebacker. Sam is out. And then it looks like I got, about three more people here. What is this? Linebacker is going to be out. Billy Turner is going to be out at tackle. And Kenny, tight end. Okay, so that don't really matter. He's going to be out. And then the Bills game, just nothing. Everybody's good to go. And we got the Seahawks game. Who we got here? Down here, okay, just a backup wide receiver still gonna be out, okay. And then it looks like for the Rams, everybody's good to go. Um, and that's it, man. We're done there. So let's get into this slate, man. Let's go ahead and break this down. So, had some injuries I know to report in this game, so this is going to benefit a lot for Dak here with C.J. Henderson being out. You can just load up Dak, with one of these wideouts here, and Brandon Cooks and C.D. Lamb, man, they're going to benefit probably the most from here. Same type of defense they kind of been going against the last 2 weeks. And we already seen the production from from Lamb, my bad. But yeah, so you already seen it there. We do know, running back is in play here, of course, because the Carolina has given up, some big runs, yards, and everything. Of course, touchdowns too as well. So if you want to take a shot at Pollard finally getting his butt in that end zone, definitely you can. But those other two receivers stacked with Dak should definitely do well. On the other side here, if you want to run something back or you wanted to do a Bryce Young, might think he's down big, but that garbage time stats and catching up and trying, and also with the injuries now with Vander Esch, could benefit him a little bit, but it'll be Thielen. Thielen's been like the best play here against this defense. Like I said, Trimble, 2,500, also could be something if you want to take a shot at. Maybe they do throw to their tight end a little bit more. He's going to be like the main tight end out there. And that's really about it from that game. We move on to this Cleveland-Pittsburgh game here. So let's see what we got in here, man. Pittsburgh and Cleveland. So with PJ Walker, we did say already this one. With the safeties being out, if they had tried to attack deep down the field, possibly, Cooper could do well then. Besides that, I'm thinking more like a Ford, possibly it benefits, in this game here. Maybe if he can get past that front line and on a burst, a big burst run, he's going to get some safeties that are backup safeties back there. So possibly could be able to explode there. We already know how Pittsburgh's been giving up points to the running backs anyways. So perfect, I think, game for him, if anything. But on the other side here, with Pickett, man, it's probably going to be, what I want to say, it's a man-style defense, so it more leans to Pickens. If anything is a decent play there, I would feel like. Moving on, though, from that game, got Chicago and Detroit here. So from golf side of things, let's see. What are we looking at here? Did I pass my notes here? Okay, there we go. So from golf side of things, man, definitely Gibbs and Montgomery is going to be in play. They're a run team, so they're going to use both of them. I'm kind of leaning to Montgomery a little bit here. And then I would say wide receiver wise, St. Brown is in play, but I feel like Reynolds is a lot better play here. He's been performing well against this style of defense for them, so I would lean to Reynolds. But St. Brown, you can always take him for sure. Also, I think Laporta might be also a decent shot spot for him too as well. So yeah, those are the plays I would probably stack the most with golf here. Moving on to the field side of things, skip the running back there. We're looking at DJ Moore and of course Kmet here. Best plays I feel like to stack with Fields. Moving on from this game, though, we got the Chargers and Green Bay Packers here. It looks like Herbert got a lot of banged up people, so it's definitely a Herbert and Eckler thing here going on with all these injuries. Guidance even questionable, which is crazy to me. But I seen Packers seem to struggle against like tall receivers. Keenan Allen is definitely a tall receiver, so you want to take shots there. But him being banged up could be hurtful for him. I think Quentin Johnston could be a way to go differently there, because I've seen, like I said, Jair get mossed by some of the receivers that are taller. He's a shorter cornerback, so if he's able to go, I still think Quentin Johnston could be a good play there. Besides that, on the other side, Love is in a really good spot here. We got Aaron Jones. I'm thinking Reed here. I'm also thinking Musgrave here. This is where I would look at for the best plays with Love. Should be attacking the middle of the field, and these are the players that are all going to be in that area for them. So definitely those three to go with Love, or however you want to mix that together. We got this really great game here with CJ Stroud. Let's check this out. We, of course, got Singletary is going to be in play because the Cardinals have been really bad against that run. Let's check this Noah Brown thing out because I didn't really pay attention too much to it. listed questionable. It looks like he's supposed to start if he's able to go. And let me check that out real quick too. Like style of defense here. Yeah. So Noah Brown would definitely be in a good spot if he's not able to go in. And it does go well for Woods too as well, because it's that slot area you kind of want to attack the middle of the field here too. And we do know both of these, the top receivers out here, also out wide is good against Arizona. We know one of the cornerbacks over there has been giving up a lot. So Nico and Dale, I'm leaning a little bit more to Dale here because he's done a little bit better in that slot area and moving out wide. So I like him a lot more. Like I said, it's a toss up between Noah Brown and Woods depending on who's playing. Like if Brown is able to go, then we definitely can still take shots at Brown. And then Schultz is also a decent play too. He's been targeting him as well a lot for the last 2 games too, I believe. So yeah, I would definitely lean to something like that. Over on the other side here, though, we already know it's an easy kind of run back options here. And McBride, we already saw those, what I want to say, linebackers are out for Houston, which is why they've been struggling in that middle of the area, and especially against the tight ends. Also, I would look at Moore. Should be in a good spot for him. They need to be attacking like that middle area. He might get lined up with a linebacker, and we already seen him give us so much to tight end. I don't see why Moore couldn't benefit too as well. If you want to take some shots at Brown, you can, but I just feel like these are the 2 best options there to go with Murray. Also, let's see. So Tennessee here. Will Levis, man, is looking, like I always say, Henry's always in play if you think they can win this game. If you think they're winning the game, Henry's going to be in play for sure. And I think there is a possibility they could. It's going to take some, him to be getting this ball to Hopkins somehow. I believe we had an injury though here, right? For the cornerback, I think on the other side. So possibly Hopkins could do something here. If they line him out on that other side or something like that for him to be able to take advantage of that. Besides that, Trevor Lawrence though, I mean, it's usually really hard to run on Tennessee. I'm looking at one of these receivers being in a good spot for them, being that who's that? Sean Murphy Bunting is out. I would think Ridley, this could be a really good game for Ridley. Maybe it's finally a bounce back. He comes to life in this game. If not, of course, easily Kirk has been more consistent, has done well. You can definitely just keep it pushing with Kirk, But I think this might be the game for Ridley. He's very, very cheap, so I really like that for him. Moving on, from that game, we got the Vegas Raiders here and Miami Dolphins. Tua, of course, it's really simple with him. We want to see if Achane, I think, is going to be listed as questionable, but Dolphins designate Achane for return from injury. Okay. Reserve Monday. Okay, great. So they just got him listed as questionable. I feel like he's going to be activated on Saturday. He's definitely going to be, in play for sure. It looks like Mostert is done with being questionable, so one of those running backs definitely have a good shot. I'm leaning towards Achane, so definitely going to say that. Hill is, of course, one of the best plays. Waddle, man, if he could just stay healthy throughout the whole game, I feel like this might be that game, though, where he does, and he's able to break a big play or something like that. But, I mean, so far, it's been just lean to Hill and call it a day, From the other side here, this is going to be, Devontae Adams. Every time he matches up with a Jalen Ramsey, man, you in for, grab your popcorn, because he does pretty decent, man. He hasn't usually scores. So if he scores, man, that could be really big because he's getting mad targets. So 7,900 Devontae Adams, watch out. Also, Mayer is going to be in play here. So feeling like these 2, could be a good stack. If you want to take the savings and try to go with Myers, with not having a matchup possibly with Jalen Ramsey shadowing or something like that, then you could try that. But I think Devontae is possibly in for a good game there for him. Moving on though, the Giants and Washington game, DeVito, man, we saw garbage time, touchdowns from him. I don't really know. I know Washington's defense might not be as strong as what they were, but this is a rivalry game still, so I do kind of expect them to come out thinking they could, get some picks and some sacks here against, DeVito. Man, but maybe, in the garbage time, once again, he throws it. Figured out that he threw the ball to Shepard and Cager over here or something like that last game in the garbage time. I don't really think there's anything really that I would want to play with him, though. Saquon Barkley probably has the best bet to do anything. When it comes to the other side, though, man, how definitely, with Brian Robb and, of course, McLaurin here with the cornerback being out and Adoree Jackson, man. And then you got the Banks rookie out there lined up with McLaurin. I just feel like, these three right here are going to benefit from this game for sure. You can also take some shots at Dotson. It looks like Curtis Samuel is able to go. So, but just that out wide situation, like, these are the two receivers that are out wide, so they could benefit. One of them definitely could benefit, but like I said, who lines up there, as soon as the game starts, is McLaurin. So definitely think they're going to try to take some shots there against that rookie cornerback. And then we got Tampa Bay and San Francisco here. Brock Purdy, man. McCaffrey, because of the catches, is why he's going to be still in play here, But if he was just straight running, I probably would, say no. But, because Tampa has been really good. And then it looks like I'm definitely here, though, leaning towards Debo. And then I'm leaning towards Kittle. Being some of the best plays, playing a zone style defense. This is who they used to throw to the most, so, and then Kittle coming off a really good game. I'm definitely seeing that, Debo and Kittle feel like a good play, especially if they are able to slow down McCaffrey and they're giving him a hard time. I feel like these two would be the best to stack with Purdy there. On the other side, it's literally probably Baker and Evans here. Evans lines up on that left side where you want to attack San Francisco anyway. So a run back option could be Evans there. Since Baker seems to have cleared health issues there. White has been doing well. $6,000 though against a good defense. I don't know if I really want him. But then we move on with this Jets game here. Josh Allen, man, is been struggling lately, but should be able to get a decent run game here going. James Cook was fumbling like crazy last game though. Had one of his best performances. Still, we're getting a 100-yard bonus and everything. That hasn't happened since week 2. So he could be in play there. At home back. If he, doesn't fumble, that's his biggest thing, man. Like, if he doesn't fumble, he's going to be out there playing for sure and in a good spot. Besides that, that could help Diggs a lot. I feel like down the field and stuff like that, even though I know he could line up with Sauce. The last time he did really well, even with Sauce on him, he was able to catch 10 catches and everything. He was lining up on that side as well. Also had a touchdown too in that game. Big game for him. So would think they're going to try to get him the ball coming off of, what was that? Is that back-to-back losses for them? Yeah, back-to-back losses for them. I mean, it seems like, you need to get Diggs the ball then. So I could see them going a heavy dose of that to try to get them going and everything. And also you got to watch out for Josh Allen probably rushing in a touchdown for this game. On the other side here, of course, is going to be Breece Hall. Best play here. I really don't think for passing wise there's anybody. Of course, you can always just take Garrett Wilson if you're there for a solo play. Moving on to the Seattle-Washington game. Should be a pretty big game here. We got Stafford, of course. Puka, like I said, every time he plays a zone defense, he's going to be in play. I think Kupp is going to benefit a little bit more because he lines up in the slot where we try to attack, Seattle every week. And it's great that Stafford is back because it puts back Kupp on the map here because of that. And like I said, but Puka is going to be in play still just because against zone, he has performed really well. Moving on to the other side, though, here. It's looking like, to me, with Geno here, one of the best plays is going to be JSN here. Looks like Lockett is banged up anyways, but JSN and, of course, attacking in that tight end area against the Rams. We have seen these two areas been the best way to attack the Rams the way back. So you want to run that back or anything or have a stack with Geno, that's the way to go. So at the end of the day, man, trying to make my one lineup here. Let's see. So I'm thinking this week I am going to go with where are we looking at this week? I'm gonna go with Sam Howell, my quarterback this week, man. And I'm definitely going to stack him with where are we at? McLaurin. So McLaurin there, man. And then at running backs, I'm thinking. Let's see who I want to go for first here. I think I'm gonna go with Montgomery. I like this game here, Detroit at home and everything. I'm gonna lean to Montgomery. Just them goal line attempts, man. I feel like Mont takes that this week, especially against his old team trying to get the revenge. I don't see him coming out being a nice guy like he was last week for the rookie. In his first game back, anyways, for Mont. I think this week he tries to take almost all of them. So, like, I don't know how much that's going to benefit Gibbs. He's going to have to catch it and get it in the air and stuff like that. But I definitely think Montgomery is going to take at least probably two of them. Them touchdowns at that goal line for them. And then I'm definitely think I'm rolling with Brian Robb. I just think the run game works for the Washington, and then play action hitting deep passes to McLaurin for Sam Howell. I think that all is going to work out easily with the rookie sticking McLaurin here. I think McLaurin probably has his biggest game here. So moving on though, it looks like I'm going to go with a run back option in that Chicago game with DJ Moore. Being that he got his quarterback back, I feel like that should open his production back again. And then it looks like what we got here. At tight end, I'm gonna keep this really simple. And lock in, McBride, man. Like, come on now. All those linebackers being out for Houston. I mean, come on. With Kyler Murray, too, feels like that's an easy play there. Another wide receiver I think I'm going to take here. And then it's going to be Calvin Ridley, man. I expect this to be his game, man. He got, a matchup, backup cornerback matchup there. Should finally come alive here at home. I know last week he should have had, a decent play there, but I kind of felt like it was going to be Kirk last week more than him anyways, and it ended up being Kirk. So that ended up, playing out well for me. My last two plays here, I gotta have something late because it looks like the whole, my whole lineup here is early. So I'm definitely for my defense, I'm rolling with the 49ers. So that way I have that late option. And then for my flex option, I'm going to double that up with Deebo Samuel. Like I said, they do against the zone. They used to target him a lot, possibly two. Since they're going to be, doing a good job probably stopping McCaffrey. Deebo might have to take up some of those rushing attempts and stuff like that to throw him off. And he possibly end up rushing in a touchdown and probably having a big game in the air too as well. So I really like this, man. It's my final look lineup here, man. Hopefully this cash is big. If y'all want to put it in, go ahead. It's your boy J Star. Hopefully this video helped y'all out. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And I'm out, y'all. Peace. Good luck this week.